Hello there! Today I'll rank every piece of furniture in Military Simulator 1. And when I say every, I mean it. As a Swede and then also an IKEA expert, I will be the only eligible person to do this. So let's begin with the first piece of furniture. The board director's room has a chair and a table. Now the chair itself has great amounts of detail. I like that it has the Soviet logo on the back, but I can imagine that the resting arms there will not be that pleasant. And whatever is on the front, it does not really fit in with the amount of detail compared to the rest of the chair. Now the table looks good. It has several drawers and plenty of leg space. And it doesn't have super sharp corners as well. Now the camera room has two tables that are connected to the wall. This table doesn't look good at all. The table legs are made of marble and the middle part of the table could be broken by any FIFA player. The teacher's chair is the same as the board of directors, but it has a different table with it. The drawers are pretty small and it just doesn't look good. At least this leg exists, but these chairs look even worse. The legs look like they are going to break anytime. There's not much space to sit on. The table that is stuck to the chair seems like it could break pretty easily or bend. The only thing that looks even comfortable is the back part. The table in the officer's lounge looks pretty basic. I think it's a bit too big, but the design and the colors looks good. The couch design looks adequate, but I have no idea what the hell they did to these poor pillows. Someone punched them 50 times before they got delivered or something. But otherwise, a great couch. There's only one problem I have with this room, and it's the table. First, it is paper thin. If you put a coffee cup there, it will break the table. And it only has two legs for such a long table. It has to at least have one more leg in the middle. It is a miracle it hasn't broken yet. The last thing in here is this table. Now you might think, oh almighty X-Guard, what is wrong with this table? Yes, it looks good. Yes, it has a right-minded amount of legs. But that thing will destroy any hips near it. Look at how sharp those corners are, and not only that, look at how much they stick out from the table. I would need a hip surgery if I had this in my house for more than a week. Well, that was everything at the border, so now we'll rank everything in the city. Now, at the normal spawn, we have these beautiful chairs with a parasol and a table. These chairs look stable and good looking. The table has a nice pattern and looks well connected with the parasol. This set is great. At the militia spawn we have these nice couches looking things with both simple and good looking tables. The couch has nice forms and on top of that very nice legs. The table has two floors and looks like it can take care of plenty of weight. This plant right here looks good. The box is simple and fine looking. It does the job. Now this bed looks It looks unstable as f***. I can just hear the sounds it makes when I move a millimeter. It looks hella uncomfortable. I would rather sleep on the floor than on this. I really like this table. It looks good and has nice looking design and pattern. The only problem I have is it with its legs. Why do they have to go out like that? That thing will destroy my little toe in less than a month. But otherwise, a very nice table. Same thing goes for the chair. Very nice looking chairs, and they also look extremely comfortable. But what are those legs? Firstly, a big block, and not only that, then a sharp flat version of it. So when you stub your toe on it, you will probably start bleeding from your leg as well. This table and chair right here looks very good. The lamp, chair and table have a similar color combination without looking too repetitive. The chair looks comfortable, the table has plenty of leg space and drawers. Just good. This metal shelf does the job and does not have any toe or hip destroyer, so very good. This bookshelf also looks in order. Plenty of space for books and an acceptable amount of floors. I like that the floors on the shelves do not go out all the way. Easy way to add up some more depth. This chair is just too small. It is too thin, small and looks bad. And the table looks even worse. You will need to be very tall to be able to sit on that thing and operate on the table at the same time. But I don't see any only for Dutch people sign on the chair, so it's bad. Yeah, about the table as well, it has the hip destroyers. But for those people using the chair, it would probably head or shoulder destroyers instead. This bin right here looks good. I like it that it has a different color on the inside, so you can tell it easier how full it is. It has a right-minded height and width. And most important, it does the job. The chair looks okay. it would look better with some arms rest, but it does the job. But the table looks amazing. It has plenty of drawers and great detail. And it has plenty of depth as well. My hips are a bit scared, but I think because of the position of the table, my hips would be fine. And that leg room. Yes. This chair looks pretty. I like the design with the legs and it has a good size. The table looks a bit thin, especially for carrying such a heavy object. Expanding the width would probably fix the problem. Now the chairs in the bank look awful, I must say. The people who made these really hate toes. The cloth is inside the wood so it glitches. These 6 small sticks will break if I rest backwards. Yeah, it doesn't look good at all. I like this lamp. The bottom looks good with the details and the hat isn't standing out. Same goes for lamps that are connected to the walls. The arms is simple and look good. And the hat also fits in with the patterns on the wall. The camera room inside the bank has a very interesting table. I mean, the design itself is smart and fits, but the legs are kinda weird. They go from thick to super thin to normal. Chairs still sucks. This plant looks not as good as the other ones we've checked out on. It has more simple form and the plant itself just looks like something from Minecraft 4K realistic graphics mod. These office-like dressers look simple. It's not too simple or too detailed. They're pretty tall, I mean, it's more than double my height, but yeah, they're not ugly at least. In the Euler store, this whatever it is exists. I mean, it does its purpose and it does not look like it's going to collapse, but yeah, it's pretty mediocre in style and design. The table right here has a great point of detail. The leg support is big, but otherwise I like it. Now, oh boy, this table right here looks super great. The main leg has great points of detail and just looks good. It has a right minus size and it displays well as well. Only thing that is a big oof is the corners again, but by the texture of the table it doesn't look like it would hurt a lot. And on top of it, these couches again, but without the wood framing. I think I still prefer the ones with the wood, but still looks comfy, good looking and fine. Now again we have these office dressers here. I prefer the ones at the bank still. This one has more depth and just looks better color-wise. But yet again, it is super big compared to my normal avatar. This is just a good looking plant but uglier. Just look, it's growing out of a brick which has white cement in between. Like bruh. We've seen the tables before, but these chairs are new. They're pretty low compared to the small chairs we've seen. It is pretty simple and looks good. Only problem I see with it is the arms rests. The fact that it sticks out there just destroys the smoothness and makes a hip destroyer. Now this fucking table. It has good amount of legs, great amount of detail and has great width. And those legs are super great with the detail. But those corners again looks kinda sharp. These chairs looks okay, but the fact that you sit on a pillow looks kinda weird. Now let's move on to the palace. These park benches looks tolerable. It looks stable and that bend looks hella nice. It has a good size and it's not over detailed as a park bench should be. Now again with these chairs. Who does the bank expect to come? 4-year-olds? It looks shit. Now these are the plants that are the best looking. It got a special shape and it still looks good. It got actual dirt compared to whatever this was. I like that the frame has more dark variant. Just looks good, man. Just looks good. Remember this table? This is so much worse. If the first thing was paper, this is thin as my skin cells. A coffee cup would break this table just by existing. And not only that, it floats. It is a flying table that is more unstable than my social life. Well, surely there could not be any more worse than this. What is it with these small chairs? Well, the table looks nice, 2 drawers and a good size. I like the coloring. My hips don't like that how much it goes outwards at the top. And I like the depth with the legs. This stool looks fine. It's great that it got an inner circle because otherwise it would probably collapse. Simple design and good enough detail. Not like IKEA sells green screens, but this one is pretty small. Now let's go to Mayor's office and don't ask how we got in. We've seen this chair before, but why mention it again? The Soviet logo is like my life. Take the original and make it weird. Now this is what I call a bra jävla design. The chair looks comfy and their feet have a smooth design. And the table is holy. Its feet look super good and I really like the texture at the top. That looks like a table for people who exploit their workers. This dresser is good but nothing special. Could use some more depth. Now this super double decker dresser looks hella good. The only thing I would change is to put this thing a bit more inward so these corners doesn't exist. But otherwise it's great. This is a flagpole and there's not much else to say about it. It got a good flag though. Well, that was every piece of furniture I could find in Military Simulator 1. Now you might ask, but Xguard, what furniture is the worst of them all? And I will answer that question after this short community ad. What type of video do you want next? Everything you need to know about a division, the video ends when X, or your own idea? Feel free to comment down below, because I read every comment. Every comment. Now, when we're back from our little ad, I will announce the worst piece of furniture there is in Military Simulator. And the answer is, whatever this is supposed to be. I already quite explained why this is the worst, but I will say it again. Skin self-in, fucking floating, and coffee cup. Well, I've done my duties as a Sweden automatically and a key expert and then automatically being qualified to rank all the types of furniture. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, subscribing and liking the video helps me a lot, more than you know. Hope you have a wonderful time. And wait, I think we forgot what the best furniture piece was. This set looks good. Okay, tschüss!